Yo, what the fuck? I just woke up from a crazy fucking dream, yo. First of all, I look like what happened in the dream. I look freaked out. I wake up freaked up because my dream was freaked up. Let me tell you guys. Oh my God. And you know, sometimes you dream and you don't remember that dream, but oh my God. I remember bits and pieces of the dream. I'm about to tell y'all what I just dreamt. Okay? So somehow, some way, I was in another state. I was not in New York. Who knows? Maybe I got so fed up in New York, I decided to go to another state. Okay? But anyways, wherever I am, I'm walking with Tessie down the street. Okay? No stroller. I'm carrying her. And it's definitely, the season definitely was the season for coats or jackets or whatever, because it's not like it's hot or warm weather, okay? And all of a sudden I bust a corner and there's a lot of people out in the street, right? Bunch of young black people, probably between the ages of like 16 to like maybe 29, I would say. The people look like in my dream. Scattered about the place. It looked like a group of guys were like fighting or something like that. And the police was like, you know, down the way. And there were people outside with military guns. I don't know. It looked like some type of civil war action taking place. Okay? And as I walk further up the street, I noticed that there is a young black guy dressed in all black from head to toe with mask, everything like that on his face. And he was bent down with something in his hand. And the more I look, I see that it's a pew-pew. And I'm headed that direction with my baby. So I'm like, is he about to shoot some people? Let me hurry up and walk further past him. That way, if the gun goes off, we've already passed him. You understand? So, I hurry up, I walk. I keep walking till I get past him. Then, of course, it rings out. Okay? Fire rings out. And I'm like, yeah, they're shooting. Then you hear, woo, the sirens, everything, the police coming, people scattering about the place. I'm like, I don't gotta worry about what's taking place back there because we've already walked away from it. As I continue walking, the sidewalk looks like it cuts off into a dam or of some sort. All of a sudden, the road turns into a river. I don't know how the road turned into a river, but the road turned into a river. And there's a bunch of white men in the river with yellow highlighter jackets on. And the people who are walking in front of me are black people. And the people in the river are white men with safety jackets on. Like they were wearing safety jackets that were also yellow highlighter. The sidewalk starts breaking off. And so now there's water in between the space of where I'm walking and where I'm trying to get onto the other piece of the sidewalk. And then them white men they just start to take these like shovels and splash water up onto the sidewalks in like a heavy amount to make the black people lose their balance and fall into the water and like wash from the sidewalk into the water and drown. So I'm holding my baby, and then now there's a fence on the opposite side of us that leads to this park. And I'm like, the only way me and my baby are not going to drown because the white people are trying to drown us is if I somehow manage to climb up the fence with my baby on me to get over into the grass to remain on land. So I attempt to start doing that. And as I'm like trying to climb up the fence, more gunshots are ringing out. And when I turn around, it's a whole bunch of troops that's shooting at black people. And I'm like, why did I come to this state? Because maybe something like this I might not see in New York. I don't know if I fully made it over to the other side because I got so scared I woke up. I woke up and I said, I don't want to see how this dream ends, because if I die for being black, God forbid, in this dream, I'm going to wake up traumatized. I didn't want to see it. So I came to my full senses and immediately woke up. I don't want to know how that dream ends. Thank God I didn't die in that dream, because guess what? I came out of it. I don't want to see it. So you know how they say that what you dream, you either dream two things. You dream what you fear, or you dream what you desire. I'm in America right now, and I'm dreaming what I fear. That shit's crazy.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Hashem, YAHAWASHI, Hashem, Rakwakwedash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to mighty Akim, Wafim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this foul captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Asherallah. This is Brother Kawako coming at you with another lesson, and today's topic is going to be on this whole hate thing. And the reason why is because I'm going to show it to you. I'm not showing you all the videos because that's way too long for a lesson. But I just wanted to show you. This was the first one where she dreamt that she was going to die just for being a so-called black woman. All right. And then there was this other video where, okay, well, people are always saying, oh, the Israelites are about hate. This, that, and the third, whatever. Okay, and then there's this other video where, oh, we're talking about hate, we're preaching hate, this one and third, hate, all right, hate, when it's like it is so ridiculous to me, and I just want to say this before I get into these lessons, that we are not allowed to speak on the evils that Esau did and how unfair that he's been to us, but Esau is allowed to constantly treat us like we are second-class citizens, put us into some terrible situations and whatnot, but we're just supposed to keep quiet and take it. All right, this is something that I have always just despised and hated. All right, it is unfair and it is stupid. The reason why I say this is simply because, well, not there's way more than just a single reason, all right? But the thing about this is that if they truly believe that we are brothers and sisters, all right, brothers and sisters, or we're supposed to love each other and all that stuff, if they were truly about that whole Christian doctrine, which even then, even with the Christian doctrine, they say, and that's the thing, I just want to say, I want to point out something before, because I was going to make a lesson about this, and then I stopped myself because I thought it was not a fair and accurate assessment thing to do, an accurate thing to do. The reason what I was going to make a lesson on separately altogether was how a certain group, it's like not a certain group, a certain group from a certain sect of a religion, all right, they had basically cheated me in something, because I had I was doing, basically we were doing some business deals and whatnot, and they had made themselves know, oh, I'm this, that, there, whatever, like I believe in this, or we're this religion and whatnot, all right. And then I thought, okay, sure, whatever, fine, then cool. And then lo and behold, they're cheating me. They kept my money and didn't give me my goods or services that I had paid for. All right, so I'm over here getting cheated by someone that is apparently it's one of the three religions. All right. Oh no! Whoa! Let me stop. Let me take that back. It's a religion, a common religion. All right, or that people follow in today's day and age. All right, where people, you have these people that say, "Oh, we're this. We believe in God, all this stuff like that, and X, Y, and Z. We try our best to be great people and stuff like that." But then look at you, literally stealing my money and stuff like that. All right, so that's just something that I thought it's so ridiculous and it's so funny, and I could just the exact same way that all these other Christians and these people in general generalize so-called black people and generalize Israelites and stuff like that. I could make a lesson and say, oh, they did this type of stuff, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not even going to mention which religion it is specifically, all right, or which belief, doctrine, whatever you want to call it specifically, because it really, at the end of the day, it really is irrelevant, because I know what it is. They told me and it's a perfect example as to why these groups are really just all about talk and not about actually fulfilling their actions. All right, like this is just the bullshit that they do. All right, these people are freaking demons, but yet, we need to be held to a higher standard. Israelites, so-called black people, need to be held at the highest standard, but then everyone has all this grace and freaking what's it called? Relief. I forgot the term, but leniency for Edomites and literally any other doctrine and belief. Christianity never takes a hit for the wickedness that they do, but let it be us. All right, let any of the Israelites get caught doing something that they're not supposed to do. All right, and then that shit's gonna be plastered on the news. We have to do something about these Israelites. These Israelites are a threat to society and whatnot. All right, look at the double standards. And on top of that, again, Esau literally enslaved us and put us in the situation that we're in right now of captivity. Okay, we are in poverty, the poorest fucking. I think so-called black people or one of the Israelite, one of the tribes are one of the poorest. All right, one of the poorest races of people. All right, I think they are, if not the poorest. I think so-called black people are the poorest race of people, and then you have these devils that are just like, well, it's not our problem, and that's brotherly love. All right, but we have to make sure we put in that good word with YAHAWAH and saying, we forgive them, we love our white brothers, this, that, and the third, while they do not jack shit to help us. Okay, but yeah, and I wasn't gonna let this video play.
My fellow truth seekers, man, this ain't my usual video, and this ain't for my usual people. This is out here for all you Hebrew Israelites that say that we are Edom and Esau, and that there is no way that we are going to inherit the kingdom other than slaves. But let me tell you something. Because of that theology, and because you have allowed the manipulation of the race game to flip it on you, and now think that, look, I agree. Most Israelites and all that, and our Messiah and all that, come not from a white lineage. I get it. I will not dispute that. What I will dispute is the fact that being grafted into the olive tree, that it is for strangers that sojourn on the outsides of gates. That was even before Yeshua come. Yes, Yeshua come for the lost sheep of Israel, because he come to bring back them 10 tribes and gather them back up. He also come for the Gentiles that were in the midst of them tribes. He always does things for the glory of his good. So not only did the fact that they ran away from him and they turned away from him and got put into slavery and put into other nations to follow after their gods, does not mean that when they come back into the fullness of Yahuwah, that they won't bring some of them Gentiles in with them. So please take the thorn out of your eye and take the hate out of your heart, because the only ones that truly are not, that y'all are going to be the ones that are cut out and cut off.
So all right, I'm going to say, I don't know. I'll give him slight props for. Well, no, just whatever. Let me just say what I'm going to say. Basically, the thing with this is maybe he is an Israelite, maybe he is not an Israelite. I don't know. The fact of the matter is, I'm not going to condemn him for whatever, for because I don't know if he's an Israelite or not. I'm not going to say that he's an Edomite or a devil or whatever and all that stuff. But I will say that he is a hypocrite for saying this and doing this video, simply because it is so unfucking fair. Once again, as I said before, that you are saying all this crap about us Israelites, but yet where is that exact same shit for Edomites? Where are they saying, like, you know what, as Edomites, we fucked up, we did this, we need to fix it, we need to fix this and resolve these issues. We can't just keep on letting this shit happen. So if you actually believe, if you actually thought and actually believe in your doctrine, if you were actually a God-fearing man, God-fearing whatever, God-fearing country, which you definitely, you absolutely aren't, you definitely aren't. And I think everyone knows that. Every literal country, all right, on this earth knows that this nation is not no God-fearing country, all right. But anyway, how are you going to set all the standards and say we have to do this, we have to be kind, we have to love you guys? I don't know if he fits in the thing, but why are you saying love Esau when love Esau when Esau shows no love for us? Look at the bullshit stuff. And I did a lesson on this, and I shared this on the stuff. You can go to this thing. I absolutely love this one video by this chick. Where is it? Here. This is the best damn video.
I got it.
Go watch this video. If you have not watched it, watch it. It is a great video. All right, Slakia, side note. But yeah, anyway, you setting all these different standards for us, but where are the standards for you? How are you supposed to act? All right, that's the thing. When you have the power, when you have the power over someone, you're supposed to be able to show mercy. All right, and that's what Yahawashi demonstrated. Yahawashi, which is so ironic. It's so ironic. Yahawashi had power to murk those people that were crucifying him and they were saying all that stuff and disrespecting him. But he chose to say, you know what? I'm just gonna take this right now, which is insane. It's insane. All right, but he said he's gonna take it. He took all that disrespect and all that stuff, and then guess what happened? He freaking after he took all that disrespect, he's going to be rewarded for it in later on down the line. But it is unbelievable to me that we're setting all these different standards for, oh, Esau can do this, but we're not allowed to do anything. We're not allowed to copy what Esau did, and we're not even trying to copy what Esau did. All right, we're literally not. All we want is Yahawah to handle that judgment. But we're not allowed to say that Yahawadah is going to handle it. We're not gonna, and especially when it comes to like captivity, because there is a certain spiritual way, biblical way of handling servants. You're not supposed to just beat your servants for no freaking reason and stuff like that. All right. For no reason, keyword for no reason. Anyway, Slakia, let me continue on to this thing. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. Let me also just jump down to here, verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Basically, there's a time for love and hate. Okay, it's not just love, only love. I don't even know what that song is. That song is called Love, 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 Love Makes the World Go Round. Let me see. Let me not go that. Let me focus on the lesson. Anyway, continuing on. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So, where's the thing? Where's the fair treatment? Our enemies hate us. Our enemies are treating us like garbage. But that doesn't matter. We're the only ones that have to just kiss up to it. Kiss up to the people that treat us like garbage. How is that fair? All right, that's the God that you follow after? a God that will allow people to treat people like garbage and never answer for that? So if something happens, if someone hurts you or your family or whatever, all right, Yahweh forbid, all right, then it's just that's just a matter of well, let's let them do it. Let's let them keep on getting away with it. Let's let them go to the next person and do it to the next people. All right, how's that fair? All right, you are allowing, because you are perverting judgment, because you're holding back judgment. You are allowing evil to perpetuate. So what is this? What is this ridiculousness? All right. Revelation chapter 12. I'll come back to it. Matthew chapter 7 verse 3. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eyes? So you have all this stuff to say about us. But there's nothing to say about the other ones, about the others, the Edomites. All right. Deuteronomy 22 verse 4. Oh, beautiful. Deuteronomy 22 verse 4. Thou shalt not see thy brother's ass or his ox fall down by the way, and hide thyself from them. Thou shalt surely help him to lift them up again. So if your brother is suffering and is experiencing some hardships, it is your duty, especially if you call someone your brother, to help them. So this is literally in the Bible, all right? But yet nobody, the scriptures are done, the Old Testament is done away with, the thing is done away with. Okay, so then what are you supposed to do? So then that means that literally all the most evil and wicked criminals in this world, they are going to heaven. The Lord is going to bless these terrible people that hurt all kinds of people simply because there's no standard. The Lord doesn't have any standards for what is right and what's wrong. All right. So basically fuck everyone that actually has morals. All right. Which is and that's the crazy thing. I know someone's just going to agree and say, yeah, fuck morals and all that stuff. It's ridiculous. John 15:18. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. All right. The world hates us for telling the truth. And actually, let's get that as well. Galatians chapter 4 verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? So because I tell you the truth, I'm the enemy. Because I tell you the truth, because we're telling our people what's going on, what's happening, who's what, who's this, and then now we're the bad guys. All right. Now let's get this. Revelation chapter 12 verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Hamashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. Basically, trying to make us seem wicked, trying to make us seem bad. All right, trying to push us towards that one thing, and that's honestly what I believe this was. This dream was kind of alluding to, in the sense of she was saying something about the Edomites were trying to splash water to make the Israelites drown, and I think that's basically like trying to, I don't know, I guess metaphorically or parabolically drown in sin. Basically the same thing. Like I think that's just me speaking as a man. Obviously I could be wrong. I don't really fully know. I just think that that's what the dream, and it's simply because of who we are, because we are Israelites. That's why they're going after us specifically, and that's my conclusion on that dream. I thought it was a good dream. I want to kind of bring out where she says that she was going to be traumatized if she was killed for being black. You know what's funny? Like even when they have dreams like that, Jake will still not care and will still love the white man. even though they have dreams where, oh, because you got killed because you were a black person, you got killed because you're an Israel, you got killed because of whatever. Oh, and Esau's showing you, the Lord is showing you Esau's hatred for you, either through Esau or through dreams and stuff like that, and you still can't comprehend that. All right, let's continue on. Verse 11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. Verse 12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And that's the thing where Esau is coming onto us to try to send us down, try to put us into a worse situation. All right, so yeah, because he knows that his time is short. So with that, I pray this testimony is edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Requaquidash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, above the ball, and Shalom.